I am here for my regularly scheduled program. This is my Weeedy Pop Up on a Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think I'm getting in the hang of this. Welcome, gardening comrades. I am GMama Growz Hard in the Garden. Thank you for scrolling through, and I would appreciate your support of my channel by clicking that like button. This morning, I'm outside early. We got light so we can see. I got a lot of stuff to do and some stuff to talk about. I'm not going to try and really work too hard. I'm going to try and relax a little bit and at the same time go ahead and get this garden tour underway, and hopefully I can get it done and I'm being seen and heard. And yay, people are here. Look at my garden comrades showing up, y'all. Hold on, let me check the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Good morning. I've been up since 5. I didn't want to miss you drinking coffee. All right, Miss Shirley, OG Gardener. Thank you for scrolling through. I truly appreciate your time. Can you hear me okay? Because, yeah, I'm mic'd up this morning. It'll be, kids will be getting out, going to school. Pescatarian Gardener, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Official J Mia, good morning. This morning it is almost 60 degrees, and we're going to talk about that once I come back through here on my experimental table. So I think I better go ahead and get started. And yeah, I am layered up. I'm always layered up when I come out here because of insects. First of all, I don't like everything flying in my hair, in my ears, and all of that, and biting on me. So yeah, I'll be layered up when I'm out here anyway, and I might be taking off some of this. But let me spin y'all around so I can show y'all what's going on. And as a matter of fact, yeah, I got stuff out here that I've been removing and changing and taking out. And I guess I'll go ahead on and talk about it while I'm standing right here, since I'm standing right here looking at it. But while we're talking about the weather, you can see and hear me fine. Thank you so much, Miss Shirley OG. Not too bad. Thank you so much. 74 already, Jamia. Oh, wow. That's what's up. I'm so happy I can scroll in the chat, y'all. I was having difficulties last couple of and yeah, I don't want to be right here for too long because these birds been tagging my junk. Just sitting up there. So I ain't trying to be in this spot for too long. But anywho, what I'm here to talk about is the weather. Yes, indeed. And just so happen I have one of my thermometers in my tool bag here. This thermometer is the thermometer, ooh, it's upside down, that I use for my vermicompost bin. I've had it for a number of years because I've been composting worms for a number of years. But it's just a regular thermometer that works in the soil, and it tells me how warm excuse me, how warm the soil is, because worms have to be at a certain temperature, and it tells you by how they look on the dial here. And this is too hot in 100, of course. 90, they stop working. 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, they're happily working. Under 20 degrees, they're probably sleeping. And yeah, so anyway, that's a thermometer, and it works inside of the soil to tell me how warm the soil is. Now, the top number is Fahrenheit, and the inside number is Celsius. And this is another instrument outside, that remains outside during my summer and spring and whenever I'm outside gardening. This is called a hygrometer. Some people call it a thermometer also, but the correct term is a hygrometer. And it tells you everything from humidity, the temperature in Fahrenheit and Celsius. And once again, the Fahrenheit is on the outside and the Celsius is on the inside. These ticks represent 2, thick ticks represent 10, and so on and so forth. In here, it's almost 61 or 62 degrees, so I'm guessing it's like 61 right now. There is no difference between these two, except one is doing soil temperature and one is doing air temperature. There's a difference. Yes, there is. And as you can see, there is almost a 10-degree difference. This is actually registering 6 degrees difference from the air into the soil. So this is what I mean when I say check your soil temperature, because your soil temperature may be warmer than what the air temperature is. I've been outside with my plants. You can check my vlogs, my videos, planting, sowing seeds, and all of the above. And the only thing that I have lost is a corn, because I brought it out here too soon. And I wanted, well, we'll go through that. But like I said, check your temperature. Even the ground temperatures will tell you, looking at the grass, if it's growing. Yeah, you can plant some seeds in that and they'll grow. It doesn't matter what the air temperature is. And if it's something sensitive like a tomato or something, that's where these come in. These are called frost covers, frost cloths for plants. There's a difference in them all. I don't have them all right now because, like I said, I was out here doing things already. And this is a mesh cover. They all do different things for plants. Whatever you choose to use. And I know somebody gonna say, what about tulle? I don't recommend tulle because it's not meant for the outdoors. That is something that is just a hack that can be used for a temporary situation. It's not permanent, and if you want a permanent situation that works the same, even better, then I recommend really using the mesh. But the difference between the mesh and the frost covers here is obviously one is cloth and the other is mesh. The cloth is designed to, oh no, I knocked over one of my little experimental pots. Oh, yikes. It's still all right. But anywho, the cloth is designed to protect it from the wind, and it will provide shelter and a cover of up to at least however many degrees the frost cloth thickness, because they also come in a thickness to where you can get them to hold up to 8 degrees on the inside. These are two of my smallest frost covers and the longest ones that I've had. This one does not even have a zipper. It just drapes over the plant. And this one does have a zipper. These are the smallest ones. Like I said, I do have some that I cover trees with. This one has a zipper for easy access. And the reason I recommend these in my zone and lower is because, like I said, they actually hold heat. You don't want to use plastic unless it's on the outside of these covers, because plastic will trap heat and it will eventually have your plant succumb to the weather. So plastic is not a good thing to have against plants. Household linens and all of those things, temporary situations, because eventually the plant will succumb to whatever you're protecting it or trying to protect it from, unless it's a temporary situation. Now, if you're in a warmer state, I would say zone 8 and 9 and above, you can get away with sheets and blankets and whatnots. But in my zone, which is zone 6 and below, I recommend the type of protection that's geared toward plant protection. And I've been talking about that for a long time. Let me get on with this good what I'm supposed to be doing? Plant tour, spring. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, Lord, let me check the chat, y'all. Scrolling in the chat. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down and let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. Yeah, those birds are loud, aren't they, pescatarian? And they be bugging out because I done changed up. Let me show you this little trick over here, too. I done changed up my whole situation around here because they was irritating me, coming down here, tagging me. And by tagging me, if you don't know, I mean they dropping poop on my junk. So, in order to stop them from doing that, I hung my distractions up, which are these streamers, bird tape, whatever you want to call them. And they irritate them as much as they irritate me. And by that, what this tape does, I allow it to flap in the wind because birds are scared off by sound, light, and noise, which this handles all three. So yeah, no more tagging since I done hung them out here. And that's why I have covers, because they actually go in and dig my seedlings. So when I have covers, everything is because I just freshly planted seeds in there and I want them to germinate before the birds peck them out of there. Because that's what they do. They watch me plant seeds and then they come and peck them out of there. Yeah, they irritating. 40 degrees and chances of rain. That's a good chance. That's a good time to actually be outside planting, Miss Shirley OG. Miss J. Yeah, Miss J.K. Gardner. Thank you for scrolling through. Good morning. That was right. We talked about that. Yes, we did talk about that last night, Miss Shirley. I'm like, put your plants outside. They will get acclimated. Plants are a lot more resilient than what we give them credit for. We're more scared for them. Like, yeah, they are babies and they are plants and they're going to take some damage, but they will snap back. And if not, drop another seed. It's only going up to 70, 60 right now. Oh, that's good weather still. I know it's chilly for you though, pescatarian. Tool breaks down too easily. I used it before. I don't like it. Yeah, I be seeing a lot of people doing that because it's cheap, it's fast, but it's temporary. The mesh that's actually designed for the garden, that's why it's designed for sturdiness. So, and stuff will penetrate, like squirrels and things that do want to get in, they will get in, but you have better protection if you're using the correct things. I'm just saying. The first time using my garden. Oh no, I can't stand it. It's just nasty. Triple G, Mr. Bowtie Life, thank you for scrolling through. Upper 70s, the afternoons, overnight rain, and fresh sugar snow peas. Okay, that's what's up, my peas. Let me get to this doggone garden. See, that's why I said if you know, you know. Because either I'm talking and I'm doing something and I ain't showing what I'm supposed to be showing, I get distracted easily, as they say, squirrel. But I'm back now. I'm supposed to be doing this garden tour, y'all, for spring because it's a lot of stuff growing on and a lot of stuff that ain't growing on. But what happened over here was my one of my pomegranates. Matter of fact, this was my dwarf pomegranate. I just went on and took it out, laid it to rest, but it did not come back. And I usually propagate it, but I did not propagate it this season because I had propagated 2 pomegranates, and yeah, I get to those. But I'm hoping these are my walking onions this season because I planted bulbs and I've been waiting for them, and all I've been seeing are my garlic chives that have been coming back. And I also planted some collard greens, so I started tagging my stuff now so I know where I dropped some seeds. And the rest of this stuff, I'm unsure as to what's coming up, but I brought this down here because I needed some space on my porch for my new vertical towers and things. I got a couple of vertical towers and 2 green stalks now. But this was my mint pot, old pot down there that nothing came back. This is my new where I propagated. This is pineapple mint, and I brought it out here, propagated it again. Yeah, and this one needs some water, and this one did not take. So, like I said, some of my propagations take, some of them don't. This was one that did not. Yeah, it's not. So I can propagate it again, but I propagate my plants and spread them out. And this is just going to be a mint pot with nothing but pineapple mint. There was peppermint in this pot, but like I said, it didn't come back. So I'm refreshing it with pineapple mint, as well as this right here, which is comfrey. I'm about to take a piece of this root and spread it out into other pots. It's finally showing up, but I have it in a lot of my fruit pots. This is the Russian Bakken 14. This is some type of onion. These are millennial onions, or millennium. Why do you call them millennium? Millennium with an M at the end. This is a weed. Don't want it. And this is my yasterberry that I plan on propagating because it is bigger now and it has filled up the whole trellis here. I lost my berries because I was not watering it correctly over, well, the spring. It's still spring, but I haven't been watering it correctly, so the berries fell off, as well as I lost a lot of berries on this one. This is the white imperial currants, and this one fell on the ground like 2 times, so that's how I lost a lot of berries over here. And the birds been swooping on them, so I've been leaving them alone. And that one was almost developed, but yeah, white currants. And I want to say I had something else in here, but I don't see it right now. This is my black cohosh, to which I hope it flowers this year because I need this pot. And some other things are growing. I don't know what this other stuff could be right now. I planted some flowers in here, moss rose, and I can't think of the correct term for it, the porticolas or something like that. Oh, let me check the chat, y'all. Scrolling in the chat. God made our plants seem to want to provide. They are real. Yes, indeed, Mr. Bowtie Life. They are thrivers, and we gotta let them do what they gonna do out here, or they can be replaced. It's as simple as that, for me anyway. And I need to put something in this pot. It looks like it's just garlic chives in here coming back from last season, and I don't know what those other things are. This is yarrow that comes back, and I wanted to plant it someplace else, It's a lot of colors in here because I actually put more seeds in here, because the last time I looked, I couldn't tell if it was red or white or anywho, I didn't know, so I put more seeds in there, so no telling what color is going to come out of there. This is my lavender, one of my Roman pots, and by Roman pots I mean if I need to put it someplace else, then I can pick it up and move it and have it sit there. Right now it's just sitting here getting bigger every day, and I'm happy to see it. This is my Arctic raspberries along with some more garlic chives. Experimental pot, I'm going to empty that, but I'm not sure if both of my Arctic raspberries are in here. I have the Beta and the Sophia, allegedly, because this pot has been emptied a couple of times and I'm not sure if I got both of them when I put them back in there. Right here, oh, the sun is coming out. Yikes, I gotta hurry up. This is my lily pot. I have all my lilies in here, and what had happened was I had said I was gonna try to save some bulbs because I was taking them in and out and in and out, and by that I mean I was digging my bulbs up, bringing them indoors, drying them out over the winter, putting them in brown paper bags with wood chips and saving them until the spring to plant them again. So I said I ain't want to do that. I'm sick and tired of doing all of that. So I left some lilies in the pot and said, if y'all come back, I will thank you. So thank you. And it came back with more because I only had 2 in here. I thought I put more, but I found these in my stash, and that's what I put in here, to which I don't know what they were. They were very dry, and I put them in here with the lilies and said, if y'all want to grow, I will see y'all too. And hello, whatever y'all is in my lily pot. I know I planted y'all. So yeah. This was another experimental pot, my hibiscuses that I have cross-pollinated to see what was going to come back and what didn't. And I'm still not seeing the main one, and it's looking like it's still a little green on it, but I'm not sure. And I planted maybe some marigold in here. Is that what that is? Probably, sort of, kind of. Yeah. But this is my experimental hibiscus pot, and I'm hoping they come back. Down here is my rosemary, once again, in another roaming pot that I move around when I need it. And I don't know what those little things that are coming up, but I'll see them when they get here. This is a new flower called a balsamic peppermint. I've never seen it, never grown it, but I got the seeds from casings. So they're in that pot, hanging pot. This should be broccoli, maybe. Okay, that ain't what that is. So I'm gonna have to wait, but I know this is an onion for sure. This bag, okay, let's get back over here because I'm about to go buy this. This was the pomegranate that I was talking about that I had 2 of. There are spider webs over here. I should have brought my broom. I know it's early in the morning, but this pomegranate, yeah, it's not coming back. Ooh, shut my mouth. I see green over here, girlfriend. Well, yeah, I propagated it from a pomegranate that did not make it over the winter 2 times. And the first one on that side did not make it. So I said, oh, well, I thought this one was living. Then that cold snap came through once I transplanted it. Like, what? How did... Okay, anyway, it got cold real fast. And I brought it out here. But it appears to be catching back up. And now I'm at a crossroads because what had happened was Growing with Hudson sent me some passion flowers. So I said, hey, there's plenty of real estate in this pot because my pomegranate did not come back. So I put my passion flower, here's one right here, in this pot, hoping that it snaps out of this transplant shock. And here's a piece over here. But it had broken half. So I put it in some soil anyway. This just happened like last week, over the weekend maybe. A couple days ago. So yeah, that's a fresh potting up right there. Woo, sorry y'all, something flew in my face. Scrolling in the chat. I've been forgetting, I'm just talking. And yeah. Have a wonderful day. You too. Thank you for scrolling through, Pescatarian. Appreciate your time. Miss Ann's Backyard Garden. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Officially part of my Wednesday. Thank you, Mr. Bowtie Life. I'm glad I'm not like a long time. I come on, do what I gotta do, and I'm out. Literally. Nisi, the garden rookie. Thank you for scrolling through. Getting ready for work. I appreciate your time. Good morning. Joy of the garden and home. Thank you for scrolling through. Good morning. Farmer Chaz. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I'm just going over what's growing on, what didn't come back, what's coming back, and yeah, continuing on. I've discovered that this could possibly be chickweed. If anybody should know in the chat, can you help me out identifying this plant? Because it's growing in a couple of my pots, and yeah. What had happened was with this pot, this is where I had called my flower tower. I planted a bunch of bulbs in here, and last season, I mean a lot of bulbs, and the only thing I'm seeing is the lilies are coming up. One right there, one right there, and that's it. And I checked the soil, and there are bulbs still down there. They just have not poked, and anyhow, they have not poked through the soil. So this is still going to be a flower tower. I will probably just wait a little while longer. This is another plant that I got from Growing with Hudson. This is a Cuban oregano, to which that can come off. And it looks like it's done got a little bud on the top. And I know it's not going to survive here. I'm just going to use it for the leaves. And then I'm propagating some indoors also. So this is going to be an indoor plant. I'm just trying to get a good harvest by bringing it outdoors to see what it's going to do. Up here will be my lamb's ear. It was lamb's ear and self-heal last season. And I don't see any of it coming back. I did put some more soil, and I'm going to bring some more soil to bring it up even higher. I don't know what this is coming on the edges here, but I'm going to drop some more seeds. And wow, there is a lot of spiderweb over here. I don't know if y'all can see them, but it is covered. And I'm going to try not to stick my head in there as I talk about this. Is my grapevine pot. And it has not waken up, but it is woke. So I put more seeds in here because I thought it was a goner. Yeah, I thought it was gone. And matter of fact, one of them, there are two in here. This one is the goner. I mean, there is no green, nothing on the bark. It's dry and brittle all the way through. So I know that one's not coming back for sure. But on this side over here, there's another weed. I'm gonna get that out of there. I wonder if these, them look like ground cherries, honey. Might be, okay. But this one is, and I scratched the bark and it's still green. It's just still sleeping, like it ain't budded up or nothing. It's looking dry and crusty, but it's still alive. It's just sleeping. So I'm gonna give it some more time because I've been trying not to get another grapevine. I have been through it with these grapevines, but yeah, we gonna keep growing and I'm gonna keep watching it. Right here used to be roses, and I changed it for seeds that I want to check for germinations, which are my aster rose seeds that I harvested last season. So yeah, aster rose is going to be in that pot. This pot, this kind of look like my sea holly, to which I'm hoping, because that used to be it right there. And that's what those seeds are. Let me go back up here. This was my sea holly pot. And once it flowered, I dropped the seed heads in here. These are sea hollies, because these feel more fuzzy, but they look exactly like these. Oh yeah, sea holly. So I don't know why these leaves are different. Well, I don't know. Anywho, sea holly. I chopped the heads off once I deadheaded them, and I set them in this pot, and they came back over the winter, as well as this cilantro has been out there since the winter. Scrolling in the chat. Am I missing something? Oh, I done missed a lot, y'all. It's been scrolling. Thank y'all so much. I just looked out the window. It already rained. Must be more. Yeah, it was raining here earlier. It just stopped raining here, Miss Shirley. To which I'm glad. But I still had plans to do some stuff. Good morning, everybody is speaking. Plants look good. Thank you so much, Farmer Chess. Chickweed has medicinal properties. It grows like crazy. Really? Skin, anti-inflammatory. Okay, Mr. Bowtie Life. I am not an herbalist. I am just reading what I'm seeing. Crafting on the dime with Shay Shay. Good morning. Thank you so much for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am just now going over my spring garden tour, and we just made it to my experimental table. Did I ain't even say nothing. I was just talking about the temperature, y'all. And yeah, it's warm here. Look, Shay, we in the 60s. Yeah. We should be in the 70s today, I hope. And the rest of the week. But anywho, this had bulbs in it, rhizomes, and I don't see anything. So I dropped some seeds. I want to pull this because that looked like a weed, but since I dropped seeds in here, I'm not going to pull that out of there. I'm going to just let it grow. I dropped seeds in here the other day. They are basil and 2 dwarf moringa seeds in there. These are dwarf zinnias that I planted in here. Experimental. This was a cutting that I took and brought it outside like last week, or it's been out here about a week or so, but it was indoors. This was another experiment, one of my tea seed goji berries, the black goji berry, and I'm gonna put it in another pot because it's doing better out here than it was inside. It even has side shoots to which I might try to propagate those. But it was acting funny indoors, so I brought it outside. I did plant some more peas in here. These were peas that I harvested. I wanted to see if they would germinate, to which I can't remember what they were, but they were good. And yeah, I'm gonna redo this pot because it was a pot of see, here's some more of that looks like that chickweed stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up some more. This is echinacea that I had come back, and the only one that had flowered, and it's flowering again. It was the first one to flower, and I dropped, and it got aphids. Oh my gosh, get off of my stuff. Sorry girl, but I gotta get them off. I mean, they just own me. But anywho, there they go, the little but anywho, the only one, and it's flowered twice. I put more seeds in here as well as a marigold, so hopefully they come on up out of there. The biggest experiment is my banana plant, and it seems to be coming back. Now, this was one of the plants that I just uncovered because I had it covered up. It was dropping into the 30s here like last week. So I said, the 30s? Oh no, let me cover up my banana. So this is one of the plants that I use my protection on. And it just damaged the edge of the leaves. But it seems to be coming back or continuing to grow. So this is a pup off of a banana plant that's indoors that I grow, and it's like 4 pups, constantly producing pups. I have not seen any banana fruit yet. It's called a truly tiny banana. I have yet to see a truly tiny banana. Scroll it in the chat, scroll it in the chat. Smash that like button. Thank you, Miss Shirley. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down and let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. So what's growing on over here, I'm gonna get that, but that's just a bucket of water that I use to water the plants, and I have it as a marker because the water comes down so hard I can't put a plant there. My plum tree right here was actually stuck to the side of my apartment last season from all the water. So I know I'm going to have to do something with this soil as far as recondition and fertilize it, because how that water came down, it tore up a pot that I had, which was this one. I had that yellow pot in the corner. All the soil washed out, everything. I had to start it over, and yeah, that's what that pot is doing. So I'll probably change that into like a round bucket, but that's my good bucket that I don't want to be leaving out here because water collects algae and junk really fast. And yeah, I got to keep that clean because that's where I fertilize out of that bucket also. This is my plum tree. I said that. Girl, what is y'all? Hostas. Yeah, why they looking sparse and spread out is because I thought I removed the roots and I did not do a good job, and I wound up putting it in a pot, a hanging pot over there. But I am continuing to prune down my plum tree here because it's getting too tall. And I don't want it all the way up there. As you can see, I've been chopping or pruning here and there. And I'm about to take those down and bring them down to my poles here where the rest of them are. Keep it contained. It was a 2-in-1, but I'm thinking it's maybe 1 or more now because I let the suckers come up. This is not tagging right here, bird poop. This is paint from me painting because something was trying to get into my bark of my plum tree. So I painted with diatomaceous earth and essential oils. This is a cutting that I took off of the plum tree. It did leaf out, but the leaves are gone, so I don't know what's going on with it. I'm just gonna let it grow there and see if it'll grow roots. And this is the sucker that I was saying. I let it grow, and it has since produced more. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it alone until it gets up to my top of my trellis. Like I said, then I'm taking it out like I'm doing on these two sides. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Jackie Cooper, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Hey y'all. Digging in the dirt with Tamiko D. Thank you for scrolling in the chat. Or thank you for scrolling through. I'm scrolling in the chat. One caution. Uh-oh. What did I say? One caution on chickweed for gardeners. I learned this year they are not preferred food for root knot nematodes, but they can house them over the winter. Oh Lord, I definitely don't want those, but I have a lot of preventive measures in place in my soil to keep those root knot nematodes down. Yes, I do. This is a weed pot. Exactly what I said. Because I grow my own dandelions, plantain. I had thyme in here. And this is a struggling okra that I had in my green stalk, and I didn't want to throw it out. So it keeps leafing up, dropping its leaves, leafing up, dropping its leaves. So it'll figure out what it wants to do. I had this growing indoors. This is yellow dock. And what's going on over here, I don't know, but I'm going to have to figure that out because I don't like it messing up my leaves. But yeah, I started these seeds indoors and brought it outside. But the part of this plant that I'm looking for are the roots also, so I'm not too concerned about those, but I'll be back. This pot, I have some more test seeds that I harvested, some ashwagandha, a failed, what was you? Goji berry. That was a black goji berry in there that did not make it. These are new beets. I've never tried them and they are huge. I don't know which ones they are because I did not label them. I think they're the golden beets though, maybe. But I know they are huge. I also put some red beets in here. And I'm not sure what those other things are growing in there. I dropped some lemongrass in this little bucket right here. These right now are a couple of herbs. I want to say dill and something else. I don't know what else is in here. But this used to be my pawpaw. Yeah, used to be. You see it. I see nothing. Even when I scratch the bark, there is nothing. I can't even get through there right now. But yeah, pretty much done. These are greens. I can't recall what greens I started in here. And this is a piece of habanada from indoors that was acting up. So I brought it outside and stuck it in some soil because I was sick of it acting up. Yep. And over here, I propagated a piece of my rosemary off of a rosemary plant over there. I got some marigolds. I forgot what else I put in this pot, but it all done washed to the side over here. But these are more garlic chives. And this is my black cherry tree. And I painted the trunk of this too. And yeah, I see new growth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But anywho, yeah, finally, because I had been experiencing scale. Scale is an insect. It looks like the bark of your plant with a piece of fuzz on the back of it, like a mealybug. So that's why I've been painting my trees and things, and it's working pretty well. I haven't seen them back, but I am still seeing these aphids, which are a trip. Like, what? How are they even tolerating this smell? See those black dots? Yeah, those are aphids. Like, get off my junk. Get off my junk. I don't want you. But this is my blueberry. One of my blueberries. It is the Duke. And it's holding on to the blueberries because, like I said, this bird tape ain't playing with them. It's keeping them birds up off of them. But I'll probably wind up moving it to another spot, probably just to the other side over there, because I just have them pinned so I can easily move them. Yeah, that just happened if I need them. And I can't reach it. Yes, I can. Hold on one time, y'all. Yeah, and the only reason I would move it is because sometimes you gotta trick them, even though it's not really tricking them. It is in a different spot. Continuing on, back here I had a cucamelon. I'm not sure if it's gonna come back because I seen the cold snap take it out a couple of times. This is bee balm that I just harvested. It's a bunch of different varieties in here from seed. This is my raspberry that is coming back because it had came out with just this little brown stick. Then cold snap came. It went all the way back into the soil. Now I have new leaves, to which I'm going to be harvesting some of these for my tea. Yes, I am. Those are my tree collards back here. And with these, I brought these out way too soon. And I had to reseed them. And this is what happened when I brought it out too soon. It turned brown, dry, and crunchy. So I'll be taking it down because I got new seeds coming up. This is my, what is you, girl? I'm having a hard time. Oh, my persimmons, because this is a new plant. I got it bare root. It did not have any leaves. And I was thinking those were flower buds, but that's how the leaves come out. They start out as that little ball, and then they unfurl into a leaf. So yeah, that's my persimmons. And I put herbs and things in that pot around there. This is kale that has not showed up yet. And why did it look like a pepper? But yeah, this is my kale pot, and these are ground chili. Oh Lord, those garlic chives. That's what those are. This is my, oh, is that a radish back there? It is. Underneath my apple tree. I'm gonna have to get that. It's some lemon balm over there. And some more onions over there. But this is my apple tree, my columnar apple tree. And I probably won't get any apples because this was another tree that I did not water very well when it had flowers, because I was cold and I didn't want to come out here. So yeah, I didn't do it. This is my other jelly bean blueberry. And this one only fruited on one side because I had it in a different area than I had it in last season. I had it over there, to which that one is full of fruit now. So I'm guessing it's the area to which I have it growing in. So I got to find another place for my blueberry to get fruited up like that one got fruited up over there. But yeah, that's my other blueberry bush. Over here, these are also roaming pots that I use to move around, hanging pots. This one has garlic in it, and I need some more because apparently the rain has made it rot. Because there's only two in there, and it's all the way, garlic is all the way around here. It's herbs in here, and I started my hashtag WDW, Wind Down Wednesday Cucumber Challenge, in this pot right here, as well as some cucumbers with my grapevine over here because I didn't know if it was coming back. Inside of this milk crate, I have flowers, which are, this is calendula that I started indoors and brought outside. And this is going to be a watermelon tower. I'm not sure what watermelons are coming out of there yet, but I planted about 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 watermelons. I grow personal size watermelons. I want to say the Cahao, or however you say that melon, and New Queen watermelon, I'm thinking. Yeah, they're both personal size melons. Let me scroll in the chat real quick because I've been talking. Uh-oh. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, let me scroll back up, y'all. Scrolling in the chat because I did not see everybody come in. Unique's Garden. Howdy, y'all. Thank you for scrolling through. Finally got up early enough. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Pretty Girl Garden. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Tamiko G. I had to look twice. Haha. So yeah, I have a lot of references because a weed is a weed is a weed. I mean, what are you gonna call it? These are considered weeds, so they pop up, and that's what my show is, a Weeedy Pop Up. That's how I got the name, because I pop up. So yeah, that's where that came from. Good morning, Harvey, container gardener. Thank you for scrolling through. Working but listening. I appreciate your time. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Why do you paint the trunk of your trees? There are a couple of reasons, Farmer Chaz, I paint the trunk of my trees. The first is pest control, which is the biggest. And then the second is because it protects them over the winter time, so they don't, trees get what they get from, I don't know how to explain it. In the South, they called it sun scald, where it damages your bark and it makes it split and bugs can enter. We get it in the winter here on the bark of our trees, and bugs can enter. So to prevent them from entering, that's what I use, a slurry of diatomaceous earth and essential oils mixed together and painted on my trees. And it can be on the leaves also because it acts as a repellent. Yeah. So that's why I paint. But it washes off eventually because it's biodegradable things that I use. So rolling on the floor, get off my junk. Yeah, get off my junk. You can be on somebody else's junk. I'm getting them off of mine. This morning I'm going to try seed starting. Oh yeah, that reminded me. I do need to start some more greens. Giant amaryllis, snail roll, marigolds, trees, sunflower. And okay, Mr. Bowtie, you about to be busy. Very dark. Coleus. Okay, I want to see some of them. Sounds great. Happy Mac, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Oh yeah, green stuck. Happy Mac. Oh wait, I seen somebody. One crafty sister. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Yeah, I got two. This one is the strawberry tower, and that one was the first one that I got over there. I got to put y'all down for a minute because I got to make a pathway so I can get through. I got a lot of exciting new things on that side. Matter of fact, a majority of my towers are over there. But this used to be right there, my strawberry tower in the beginning, and then an icicle fell. Matter of fact, last season, icicle fell, tore it up. So I said, oh no, I got to get a new strawberry tower before it collapses. But it broke. And what I did was just take my plants out, put some more plants in here. I'm keeping it. Because it still works. It's still holding up the plants. I got to move it out of the way so I can get through. And get over there to that side. Uh-oh. Good grief. Okay. Almost made it. So yeah. This is a propagation. This look like more chickweed that I can pull out of there. But I'll do it. But this is another fig propagation that I brought outside. It's getting new growth on the top finally. With some more onions back there. And I want to say I put some seeds in here. This pot had, girl, what is you used to be? A jujube? Yeah, it used to be. Matter of fact, yeah, that was my jujube, however you want to say it. My tripod is stuck, y'all. I am not a professional with this camera junk. But anywho, I'm gonna try it. Get down here without tipping nothing over. Used to be my jujube, which is right here. I left it in the pot and I planted seeds. And what I planted was the nasturtiums and a tomato plant. Where is it? There it is. Tomato plant. And this plant has been out here uncovered since April, y'all. Yeah. That's how long they've been out here. I seen a weed I wanted to pull. There you go. And she's standing up good. The only time I would cover a tomato plant, and there's another one, and I didn't cover her at all, is if it dropped below 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything below 30 degrees will knock leaves and sensitive plants out. So this is one of my strawberry towers that I planted up during a live, or started planting up during a live. And let me see if I can get it in the middle so we can take a better look at it maybe. I got a tight spot in here, y'all, so bear with me. And I don't have one of those fancy spinners. I have one of my old time that I've been having on all my pots. It just happened to work on this type spinner. But yay, strawberries are finally opening it up. And I got to get that out of there. But them didn't come out yet. These are just leafing out. These are the bare roots. Bare roots. This is a alpine that I started indoors, and she is doing fantabulous. Alpine, it's either an alpine yellow or an alpine pineapple. Oh, it's a bee. Oh my god. Okay, it's kind of early for these things, y'all. I got a couple of herbs up here. This is a pineapple sage, and the rest of them are strawberries, I'm hoping. And what I'm gonna do is take the runners and put them in my empty pockets that I can find. This is sage also. This is tricolor sage. And I need to put y'all down so I can move this one out of the way. Sorry about the angles, y'all, but I am not a professional. Okay, I don't know which way to go. So let me go in this hole right here and talk about these two plants, and then I can move back that, because this is another plant that I just uncovered again, and it's got fruits. Yeah, they cold fruits too. Yes, they are a little chilly because it's been dropping into the 40s and the 30s, and I've not covered her up but once when it dropped into the 30s. The only thing that has taken damage, and I can show you up close maybe if my tripod will cooperate with me here. Okay, that was quick. It worked. Only thing that took damage was this basil. Look at it. Leaves still falling off. Like, girl, don't touch me. It's cold out here. It ain't cold no more. But yeah, basil took a big hit because it was huge. As you look at the stalk and the other stuff surrounding it, it was big and bushy. And they came out here at the same time. Both of them out of my hydroponics. I had them in deep water culture bucket. And I brought them outside a couple of weeks ago. They've been out here a full month, as a matter of fact. And I need these because they ain't doing nothing down here but taking up space. So yeah, tomato. Put these up closer. This is the tomato that I've been waiting for a while. It is the Mandisi yellow dwarf tomato. And I've been pruning it down here because the leaves, yeah, they everywhere. Like I'm about to take this one. Trying to keep the air open down here. I want to put in, take that sucker right on off, because it's not needed. What I'm gonna do down there? Nothing. And it's growing very well, and it's thick. And I had no way of covering it on the top of here without some type of extra support, to which I moved it over here because I did get some trellises for this. But yeah, my space is so small that I can't put those trellises up here. This is more veg on this side of my and look at that, will you? Wait till I show y'all what I'm looking at. Corn. Yeah, you see it? It's been out here. It ain't even no tassel because it got cold and I snapped it off. But anywho, check these pockets. There is nothing yet. I sowed seeds. I did not. Okay, there is a label. Woohoo. Okay, that's gonna be lettuce, look like. Finally. Be glad when that come up. And why they don't just snap on there when I say snap on there? Good grief. Over here, there's nothing. Not yet. And that says amaranth. This is some type of green. Not sure what kind. These are potatoes. The Clancy. These are more, those are Asian greens. And I can't move this at all. I'm gonna have to put y'all down so I can rotate it. That is Swiss chard, and like I said, baby corn, to which I can't believe I'm seeing a tassel right now, because I'm about to get that as soon as I can get over there. Yes, I am. Scrolling in the chat, going to start more seed. I seen that, because I do need to start some more greens. That's a pretty color, green stalk. Thank you kindly. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. Urban Gardening Chronicles, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Scrolling in the chat. Those birds are loud. Yes, indeed, Miss Shirley. And the sun is coming up. Wait a minute, what time is it? The sun is coming up, y'all. That must mean it's time for me to get to work for real. Oh, yeah. School bus is coming through. But I got some more exciting stuff on the other side, so we're just going to have to keep rolling for a minute. Good morning. That's my art. Thank you for scrolling through. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody is speaking. Scrolling in the chat. All my birds are so loud. So many. Okay, that's not my mail. Scrolling in the chat. One crafty sister. I hope I spoke to you. That's so cute. I used mine for bush beans last year. Yeah, I want to try. I did not put not now bean and now one of my. Okay, I'm lying. I might did put one in one pocket. But my beans are in my Easy Cube over there. To which, let me get on over there, because I'm still talking over here. And I'm figuring out how to work this tripod slowly but surely. I'm getting the hang of it here. I know y'all can't tell, but I can. I'm getting a little bit faster with it. So I don't know how I'm going to move this stuff around, because I'm quite nervous. Because my little spinners is old, y'all. And they don't spin like the other ones. I got to hold the weight and make sure it ain't tipping in the wrong direction. So let me squeeze over here with this right quick while I got this. This is another melon tower right here that I just put together. So I'm going to have personal size melons coming out of here. I think those are the rich in sweetness melons. Look at all the cobwebs. Oh my goodness. But I'll figure it out. These are my new hydrangeas. I just got these this season, and they opened up since they've been here. And these are a new variety of hydrangeas. They're supposed to be dwarf, so they won't grow all over the place. They'll only get this size, which is a good size for me in my pots. And this is a moneywort that I have it inside of a pot, because everything I put in the pot with this moneywort, it gets choked out. That was weed. Everything that I put inside of the pot with this moneywort, it gets choked out because it grows vigorously. Yes, it does. And I like it as a hanging plant. What do you call them? The spiller of the thriller spiller and filler. And that looked like horseweed. I'm gonna have to get that. I planted columbine flowers in there. That is definitely a weed pot. And this is alfalfa. Coming on around, coming on around. I'm gonna have to move that alfalfa out of the way, I see. And this pot right here too. Until I get back on that side. But this is a new vertical tower. Down here, I'm not sure, but that looked like a weed. And it's supposed to be asparagus. I know this is buckwheat because I had buckwheat in a planter. And when it flowered, I got seeds. And this was one of the planters that it was in with the asparagus. Down there, these are wildflowers and herbs that I put up here for a tea. And up here, that looked like more, yeah, you don't want them. This is that horseweed that keep popping up. And then they got the nerve to try to take my soil. That ain't what you want. So yeah, we don't want them. But this is another asparagus pot up here with seeds and what do you call them, rhizomes. And I've dropped more seeds in here also. This is my kiwi berry. There are 2 of them in that pot back there. I want to move my stuff, but I'm scared. I can move this pot though, so I can see over there. Yeah, that'll work. And I'll fix it back when I come back. But this is rosemary that I had indoors and brought outside. And this is my Raspberry Solo, which is a Hascap berry. It struggled all last season, and it's doing well this season. It's doing so well, I might try to propagate this. And these are garlic chives. And over there, looks like I need to get that flower. That's what that is. It's a coat or child, I forgot, but you see it. I've been pruning on her and brought her outside. Everything over here I brought outside. This is another goji berry that I was trying from seed that did not make it. This is the only pot that had a relapse like my other pot. It showed up and then it died back. Stinging nettle, like what? It never fails, but this time it has. But I'm gonna give it a few more weeks and see if anything happens. If they come back, if not, I'm gonna have to sow some more stinging nettle seeds, which is unfortunate because my stock is low on the indoors with that. Scrolling in the chat, bush beans, I seen that. I have at least 15 variety of birds in my area, close to a park and plenty of trees. I'm learning the different calls they make. All right, Miss Shirley, I don't know what these birds be talking about, but they be mad when I be out here like, yeah, that's her. You see she hung that tape out here? But she feed them hummingbirds. Anywho, let me cut it out. This is my, I need to move this tower so I can get into this tower. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Hang on one time, y'all, because I got a cough. Alright, that was awful. I had to get that out. But hang on one time, y'all. Sorry about the angle. I am not a professional. I just turn on my camera while I'm in my garden and show y'all what I got growing on. And what I'm doing is just making an area so I can bend over while I'm in here and move these plants out of the way that I just put in the way. And I'm trying to finagle around almost like a dance because I can't put too much in the back. At the same time, I do need to bend over, so yeah, it's just weird. But I'm almost here, and here we go. And this is appears to be the most heaviest one. So yeah, let me turn this all the way around because I got to get into that, which is my potatoes. These are the all blue, hogging up the whole half of the tower. So I know what I won't be planting in here again. These doggone potatoes. And this is my first time growing in here. So yeah, I had to learn. And I'm learning right now. Because these potatoes, excuse me, is planted on the last tier of this tower. And I have it 4 high. And it is covering 3 tiers already. So good grief. Yeah. I'm going to find somewhere to be able to come in here. Because I need to prune these down here. Especially that I can't, because it needs airflow. And I'm not growing leaves. I'm growing potatoes. And what is this? Oh, this is my other corn. Oh, yeah. So this is parsley right here. And this is my new sweet corn that I need to spin around so it can get some sun. Because it ain't tall as the other one. And there's the other sweet corn. So this sweet corn, how is them potatoes outgrowing y'all and y'all is on the same level? Because that's why I put the corn down here, because I figured that it was gonna get tall. This is another corn right here. This is some type of green, to which I don't know what kind of green it is. And that appears to be basil and more greens and corn. So wow, there's a lot going on in that pocket. And coming over here to this is what these I'm thinking might be a squash, because I did squash and pumpkins too. I don't know how I'm gonna manage it, but I'm gonna learn, like I said, because I got that up there. Them potatoes, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But this corn has silks, and they are how pollinated? I don't know, because it does not have a tassel. What happened was, when it got cold, I snapped that top off because it had turned brown and it was withering away, like this leaf right here. When they do that, I remove it. And yeah, so ain't nothing in there because I don't feel anything. Oh, it's a little piece down there. But there is corn, and this is baby corn, so it's not gonna grow to a full-size mature corn. So what I'm gonna do is just replace that with another sweet corn instead of baby corn, because I grow that baby corn all the time. Okay. And I think that's all I can show y'all in here. So into the Easy Cube. There we go. And that's new. I'm wondering, because I see algae. I was trying to bend over and couldn't even get down there for them spider webs. I don't want that crap in my hair. Algae in the runoff. Like, yeah, it needs to be empty. But I had planned on using the runoff in a bucket and watering my other plants, but it got algae in the water. I don't want that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead on and get that out of here. Oh, it is open? Okay, so what am I doing screwing this off for? But yeah, I don't want that water. How, how do you get that algae out of there? Because it's going to stop up the tubing so it can't even flow no more. That is simply insane. Okay, but anyway, I'll figure that out later. Moving on to what's inside. Because I planted a lot of beans. And yay, they are flowering. I actually want to try one of these flowers. These are fava beans. And I can't get my tripod in there, y'all. But yeah, that is a cabbage right there. The rest of these are beans. They are different type of beans. That's that watermelon radish that I wanted to try. It looked like it's about ready, but it's covered with fungus gnats. And there go a small one right there. So yeah, everything came. What kind of radish done laid down? Honey, they get on my nerves when that happens. Why you can't stand up and bulb up like the rest of your friends over here? But anywho, it's a lot of fungus gnats in there. Maybe I ought to leave this open for a while. Let them out. Let them out, let them out. But at the same time, everything is growing well. I don't know why these beans are lighter than those beans. But like I said, it's a bunch of different beans in here. So, I ain't gonna mess with them. I'm gonna look at them until I get some fruit. And then I'm gonna start tasting it. Because I've never had fava beans before. And these are the Violetto or Violette or something or another. And what is this? Because this is not no bean. And it looks like it's trying to flower already. And it's an aphid on my wrist. Yeah, here ain't no more. So let me close this and get up out of there. Scroll in the chat. Look at that pretty green. Yep, I got two. I got a purple and a pink. And I just traded the tops and the bottoms. And the one that's mostly purple has all my strawberries. So that's going to be my strawberry tower. And this has veggies and fruit. So yeah, that's going to be a fruit and vegetable tower. Or should I say a veggie tower. My backyard see a blossom for my strawberries. I know that's right, Miss Shirley. I love your strawberry patch. Like me screaming at them bees. Yeah, they be getting on like, back up, bro. Give me 50 feet. Country Hustle, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Claim my June bear and strawberries. They is up here because of the borage. Yep, I got a they got one of my borages right here. As a matter of fact, I put borage and some more herbs in there with my my strawberries. I'm looking for the marigolds. It looked like I might have to come and stick some in here because I don't see none. And that's yeah, you done, honey. I don't think that was a transplant. Scrolling in the chat. Grand Rising, Rosie's room. Thank you for scrolling through. I got to finagle my way up out of here again, y'all, because I think that might be it. And it is. What do you know? Oh, besides my beef and onion tree down there that has new growth. Look at all these spider webs. I'm going to have to get my broom. And it looks like it might be one or two weeds in there. But yeah, that's the beef and onion plant right there. A tree. And we got new growth at the bottom. It got tricked too because it had new growth on the top that has faded off. So let me finagle my way back up out of here. And then, yeah, I'll be done. So give me about a minute or two so I can figure out how I'm finna do this, because I gotta set this up And move this out of the way. As a matter of fact, y'all ain't got to be around here while I finagle through this. I can do that without y'all. Let me figure this out. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. So, oh, it's too bright over here, ain't it? I better turn y'all back around. Yeah, the sun is out. But this is the end. Team Replay, if you have made it this far, I truly appreciate your time scrolling through. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. That green stalk look quite healthy. Are all those bare roots? Do you have strawberries? Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. So what had happened was, strawberries, I started these indoors in my hydroponics, and how I can tell is because the leaves are smaller, because they are smaller than a regular strawberry leaf. Alpine strawberries, even the strawberries of the alpine strawberry are smaller. And for me, the alpine flavor hits the best because it's very sweet. And a lot of these that I have are from bare root. I ordered some June bearing strawberries, which are these are the bare root strawberries. This is the bare root. And I can tell because I'm basically keeping track of what I grow. This is one that came back, but it came back in that strawberry tower over there, and I transplanted it into this one. And there are more of the ones that came back. The ones with the rough looking leaves, like this one, is one that I transplanted from over in that strawberry tower. And in order to get them to come back, I just mulch them like really heavy. I'm gonna see if I can find one to which I have not mulched over here yet. But I use wood chips, and as a matter of fact, I use my pet litter for mulch. And I just put a heavy layer of mulch on top. The only reason I haven't mulched these is because I got seedlings still coming up. So once my seedlings finish coming up, then I'll come back through with my mulch. And this strawberry did not make it, to which, good grief. But I don't worry about it because even if they don't show up, I have strawberries that produce runners. So I'll just take a runner and put it in a pocket that doesn't have a strawberry. But this is going to be all strawberries and herbs. And the, where's that other strawberry that I was talking about? But anywho, I moved it. The alpine strawberry does not produce runners, so it should fill up the whole pocket. Then once it fills up the whole pocket, I'll divide it out and put it into another pocket. And then eventually I'll just have a tier full of alpine. At least that's my vision for my strawberry tower. And on each one, I'm going to have an herb. Like this one has sage. The top one has sage. And yeah. So hopefully that works out for me. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Yes, I made it. L Triple G Love. Thank you for scrolling through. And I am finished. We are wrapping it up. Happy hump day. Yes, indeed, Rosie's room. I appreciate y'all scrolling through. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, everybody is speaking. Still scrolling in the chat. Miss Boss Lady, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am finished with my garden tour. The buses are rolling. The kids is getting out of school. I'm usually done, but yeah, I wanted to make sure I got finished, so now I can change my title to almost to full spring garden tour because I think I went over everything a little faster than what I was anticipating even, which is a good thing. Smash that. Thank you so much, Miss Shirley. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. CC's Texas Garden. Good morning. How you doing? Thank you for scrolling through. I need this pots. Yes, I have a lot of pots. I'm a container gardener. And yeah, this is how I grow in all containers. I don't have any grassland. Oh, did I say anything about this plant? I done walked by about 50 times. My what is it? Raspberry, thornless raspberry even. And another propagation that I bring in and outdoors every season, to which I'm going to stop that now because once it seeds, it drops seeds in a pot. That is a coleus. And I don't have to plant those again because they will spring back up after the winter is over. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Those are one of my favorite flowers. Thank you. I like them too. I'm waiting on my what I'm waiting on over there. My hibiscus. That's really what I want to show out. But looks like it's gonna be in slow motion. Look at this bee. Just what is you on? Cause it ain't no flowers over here. Not a one. Well, I'm lying. See. But it's on the wrong side to be on those flowers. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Okay, I got to get out of this corner first of all, cause okay, yeah, and it's time for the bees to come out. So y'all, I will be. Okay. Oh, can y'all hear them all in my ear? I'm glad I ain't on. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the camera this way, cause that was just ugly how he just played me. Just. But I gotta move my stuff back because I can't leave it all just discombobulated like this. Woo, made me lose my train of thought. What was I doing? I don't know. Scrolling in the chat though. My life this morning, 2 weeks ago, needs small trays with holes. Only came to find one. Need trays. Found a dozen, no holes. Where did they go? Oh my God, these bees. I do that with my seeds, Mr. Bowtie. I have pockets, and sometimes I put seeds in my pockets, and sometimes I don't. I lay them down and lay them on something that I'm walking by and forget where I laid them at, and then be like, oh my God, I know I just had these seeds. Where are they? And I'm looking and looking and looking, and yeah. Never find no seeds until I'm not looking for them no more. Then they turn right on up like, yeah, I've been here all this time because ain't nobody put me here but you. So I understand. Lynn's Life Lessons. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Good morning. Good morning. I need to grow tropical fruits. I want to grow some tropical fruits too. I don't have tropicals out here. These fruits out here are pretty much hardy to my zone. Apples, plums, kiwi berries, hascap berries, blueberries. I do want a peach though, but right now, not right now, because I gotta find somewhere to put it. But I know I want it eventually. Yeah. Scrolling in the chat. Yeah, Celosia. That's the name of that flower over there. Thank you, Happy Mac. I appreciate that. I don't know why they be just slipping my mind. Hello. Life with Tasharia. Thank you for scrolling through. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. How I'm trolling in the chat. No, we don't want to be doing that. Keyboard players none allowed over here. Mm-mm. Passionately intrigued Arcs. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am finished, y'all. I just wanted to make sure I got through my spring tour, to which I'm looking around and I have talked about a majority of, and I hope I don't forget nothing. But if I did, I'll be back next week. Same time, same channel. Yep, I'll be here. Urban Backyard Container Garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. GMama Growz raining and let the algae go dry for a day. Will do some good until you can deep clean it. Oh, that's a good, yeah. Drain it and let it dry. Thank you, Mr. Bowtie Life. I sure will do that because how did that algae get in there like that? And does anybody else have that problem? I'm going to have to look that up. But I think I know what happened. And yes, I am going to have to clean it. Because what had happened was I had it over here where I have my flower tower. It stormed really bad and blew everything, yeah, the whole planter off the porch and all my soil and everything. And it was so cold, I had to wait for my son to come through before I could pick it up. But when I picked it up, or when he picked it up for me, the soil is probably underneath of the reservoir down there. So I'm thinking it might be soil in there. And that could be causing the algae in the water. But I know that light causes algae once it hits that tubing. So maybe I can't even open it to do that because it's a closed system from the whole top. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to drain that for sure because I don't want that algae. That algae will actually creep up into the soil and start stealing nutrients from plants. And then they will rot from the roots and cause root rot because that's what algae does. It grows with whatever is growing in there. I have the Vago cube also. I open it up once a week. Oh, okay. I need to visit you more than once a week so I can see because, yeah, it's some algae building up in my, what you call this drainage thing here. And I'm going to let it dry. Drain all the way out and dry for a day. Because I plan on collecting that water and spreading it back into my plants, but I'm not collecting it if it got algae in it. Dang. So that's unfortunate. Oh, and underneath there, I'm glad I did it on the side. I got my rice because when I moved everything around, and I don't see anything in there, but I'm experimenting with growing rice in a bucket. And to keep it from raining on top of my bucket, I put it underneath my Easy Cube until I see some sprouting. And I check it to make sure it's still floating in rock water because it's supposed to be in bog-like conditions. But I don't know. I might have to put some more rice in there because I've been did that some weeks ago. And it should, ooh, it smells too. Oh my goodness. That rice, man. No, I don't want to be smelling that right now. That rice bucket is awful. That hurt my stomach. Like in real life. That's almost like super juice. Just trying to give y'all a visual of what I'm smelling coming out of that bucket when I moved it. Ugh. Scrolling in the chat, I done missed some stuff, y'all. I'm actually supposed to be off, but I'm just scrolling in the chat. Finna go relax, have a movie. Okay, that sounds good, Miss Boss Lady. I sure need to eat because I did not eat this morning. I usually eat before I come live. That way I don't have to be hungry while I'm out here. Green stalks look good. Thank you, Urban Backyard Moses. Thank you so much. Never got stuff like that in Chicago. Oh, they are all over. The green stalks and the what is that? A vertical planter, a raised bed. Matter of fact, I got 3 new things out here, y'all, this season, and I'm happy. I got green stalk planter, a easy cube planter, and a vertical raised planter. So, yay! In my little, I don't know how big it is, but it's only a porch. My little porch garden. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Look at, they be coming over here for the water they be collecting. You like, how is that happening? And I had to stop leaving water out here because it was more than just them. I was looking on my garden camera and I was seeing possums and raccoons and yeah, all of that junk. So I stopped leaving the water. And that's a smart cat. He noticed pooling down there, so he got off the porch and went down there to the pool of water that's come out of the, yeah. But I can't use it, which is unfortunate. It's got to dry out because that algae is not good for those plants. The Gaps Vine 7B is budding. Oh, the grapevine. Okay, yeah, my grapevine still sleep. Sleep, and it's got 1 bud on it, and I don't like how it look. Like, what is that? Is it even a bud? I'm not. Nope, it's dry. But it's still green. It's just sleep. Maybe. Well, I can't right now. But anywho, it's still alive even though it looked dried up. I'm going to wait on it a little while longer. Maybe it'll open all the way up. You as well, Miss Shirley. Thank y'all for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. You got a lot of pots. Wow. Spiders. Yes, there are a lot of spiders. I usually come out here with a broom early in the morning. So I got to get my broom back by the door because it's a lot of spider webs out here. It's more than what it was last season already. And I don't even got no big plants yet. You need a huge greenhouse. Yes, indeed. But I don't have anywhere to put it. I'm a renter, therefore, this is all of the space that I have. And I'm quite fine with it. I can still grow stuff that I want to eat. Thumbs up. Thank you kindly, Miss Boss Lady. Happy Wednesday to all. Thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate y'all scrolling through. Team Replay, if you have made it this far in the video, I truly appreciate your time and thank you for scrolling through. Have to start off my day was story from GMama Growz. Mr. Bowtie Life, I appreciate your time scrolling through. The Nichols 13, thank you for scrolling through. Hands in the dirt, thank you for scrolling through. We are finished this morning. I did a garden tour and I managed to get finished. Everybody and the kids is coming out this morning, getting ready to go to schools. Oh, that's you, bro? Calling her cat? Yeah, that was him. So I'm still scrolling in the chat. I guess I done scrolled up. My hands is big. Or my fingers. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Buddha. Thank you for scrolling through. We are finished, y'all. Chloe K. Peace and love, my garden comrades. I know y'all like, it's about time. Heal thyself. It can be done. I'm out. Have a productive day on purpose, y'all.